Hi, I'm Matt, and I talk about pedal boards on here a lot. My electric guitar board is on an actual pedal train PT2, but I got it into my head recently to make an acoustic board, and I didn't really want to shell out the money for like an actual pedal train Metro or whatever. So I found this Instructable article online about how to make a pedal board out of an IKEA crate for like $10. And this is more or less following that Instructable. I did make some modifications to customize mine, but I thought it might be useful to somebody else. So spoiler alert, this is how it turned out. What we're gonna make in this video is basically an angled board, about yay big. And I really like it. It came out really well. I'm not very handy with woodworking and such, but this really doesn't require much. So it's basically the side of an IKEA crate, and then you have to cut one slat off of another part of the crate, and then attach it with these L brackets, give it some feet, and you can either spray paint it, or I used a polyurethane to finish the wood. It's pretty easy. It only took me a few hours. You could get away with probably $15 for this, maybe 20. I spent more like 30 something because I added the polyacrylic and I bought some Velcro to attach the pedals. But the entire project is cheaper than you can really get any sort of a board for pre-made. So it starts with the IKEA crate. So I'm here at IKEA. I already know what I'm gonna grab. It's this crate called the Knaglig, or however you say it. Step one is go to an IKEA. So this is what they look like when they're fully assembled, but the beauty of the IKEA thing for this is that they come broken into parts and you actually only need the parts. So there are two sizes of crate here. This is the smaller one, but I recommend that you get the bigger one for what we're gonna do here because it's the right size. And this is how it comes when you buy one. It's just 4 or 5 pieces of building wood banded together, and that's exactly what we need. So once you open up that Knaglig crate, you get a bunch of separate pieces that are meant to form the intended IKEA crate. These really small ones, I'm just gonna toss. I don't need these for anything. And then the Instructable that I sort of based this on, I think what he did was cut one of the sides and attach it to the other side. But I realized pretty early on I could actually get 2 pedal boards out of this if I use the bottom for that. So what I did is kept each of these are the long sides of the crate. They'll be my pedal board tops, and then the big flat bottom piece of the crate I went ahead and cut to make the back of the pedal boards. So you can choose which piece you want to cut this off of, but I went with the big one with the less obvious slats. That's the bottom. And then I did this off camera, but basically I just took this and sawed through right there to remove like a single slat from it. And then I did the same to get a second one. So that's just like a hand saw, just cut through. It's really convenient because there's already these holes, so you just kind of put the saw in there and it's already lined up for you. So I cut each of these off to get 2 little slats. And then actually, this is an unintended bonus, but the middle part of the bottom that I'm not using for anything is like exactly the size of a pedal train Nano or something. So I may actually hang on to this and turn it into some kind of a Nano board that's just flat. But what I'm ultimately trying to do is take this side of the crate, this single slat that I cut, and turn it into an angled board like this. And then the other materials that I'm using here, I bought some screw-on rubber feet that I'm going to attach to the bottom of it so that it stays put when I set it down. These were like $4 or something. I bought some inside corner braces that will hold it together when I screw the 2 pieces together. This is probably the most important extra piece. And then a thing of Velcro, about $9 to attach the pedals. You could use one of the other methods people like, dual lock or zip ties or something, but I'm a Velcro guy. And then this part's totally optional, but it comes unfinished, and some people spray paint this or stain it or something. I like the color that the wood is, but I did buy some polyacrylic to finish it. So I'm going through and applying 3 coats of this to the raw wood that you get from IKEA. So I don't know if you can even see on the camera, but this is what it comes looking like. And then this is with 3 coats of the polyacrylic on it. It's a satin finish, totally clear water-based polyurethane. So I don't even know if that's showing up on camera. It's not terribly different, but that'll help keep it a little protected. Plan here is to take the single slat that I cut, and then this piece has one side that's more indented than the other, so I'm thinking I'm going to rest that there, pop these corner braces on, one on each side, and that'll be my angled pedal board pretty much. And then as best as I'm able to, I'm going to put these little feet here and here so that it's got 4 to rest on. Anyway, hopefully that's useful to anybody who wants to maybe try their hand at putting together a little board without spending very much or needing to know very much about woodworking. I think it turned out really cool. I like this one. I haven't put the Velcro on it yet because I'm not really sure what pedals I'm going to put on here yet. I only have 2 or 3 of them so far. And I kind of like how the wood looks so much that I'm thinking of not covering the entire thing in Velcro. I think I might just put it down in the places where there's actually going to be something. So I haven't done that yet, but otherwise this is all ready to go and hope that's useful.